can't with us. All day. We gotta want that shit. We gotta want that more than us. They can't want it more than us. They're not built like us. This movie was built for us. This shit built for us. We was built in this shit. And so trust your technique, trust your teammate, trust everything we can get up to this point. Everything we want is right out in front of us, y'all boys. We just gotta go take that. Bring that. And real dog today. Real snap today. Real stuff today. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
That didn't age well.
Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Bring it to you.
Welcome to the Reed Report. Appreciate you guys taking this time to hear me out here on the Reed Report. Man, oh man. Before we get into the fact that Sam Darnold is once again seeing ghosts, I want to remind you guys that we are at 1750. We are going, and our goal was to hit 1720 today, and we exceeded that. We got there, and our goal, was to hit 1800 by Friday, and we're halfway there. So let's continue to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate that. And now let's try to get to that 1800 before Friday. Let's try to get to it. Let's shoot for Wednesday. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be aware and alert when videos like these go up. Appreciate you guys for helping the channel grow, and let's continue to grow here on the Reed Report as we continue to provide you with content, updating you on sports, giving opinions and things like that. And today, this is where we are. We're talking about the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. They just gave the score alert. But the last wild card game of the weekend, the last playoff game of this week. Only one banger this week, and that was the Sunday night game, which was deservingly so on Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? ESPN, like I mentioned in the previous video, they don't get those. You don't see too many bangers on ESPN and Wild Card Weekend. They're not known for those. You guys let me know in the comments. Wild Card Weekend, ESPN Classic playoff game. I think they implemented this back in like 2014 or something. And I can't recall off the head a great game. So yeah, every game was a wipeout with the exception of again, Washington and Tampa. But today, let's get into today. Again, hit the subscribe button. So Sam Darnold is once again seeing ghost. He followed up last week's performance with another stinker, and this time it may have cost him a big bag. It will definitely cost him a big bag, not the bag that he was going to get or that he wanted. He definitely lost some leverage in negotiations after tonight's performance. He did make the Pro Bowl this season, so he'll have a job next year, and I think he'll be a starting quarterback next year, especially with the numbers he put up this season. But it's not going to be for what he wants. So he'll still have a job next year. He put a bad game on film last week in the biggest game of his career with the number 1 seed on the line against the best team in at least the NFC. And he followed that up with the biggest game of his career, this playoff game, with a chance to advance to play the Eagles. 14-win team, man. This is what we're talking about. A 14-win team. A chance to go to Philly and play the Eagles. And you see the score, 27-9. It was never a competitive game. And at least with the Detroit game last week, it was competitive for a minute. It was competitive for some time before Detroit finally, showed that they were the better team. Anyway, so the Rams won the game 27-9. As you see the score, dominating with 9 sacks. They sacked Sam Darnold 9 times. Again, it was just an atrocity. It was bad. It was bad to sit through that game. Again, never even close, just like all the other wild card games, with the exception of Washington and Tampa Bay. And we knew that one, again, would be a really good game. So, me personally, my thoughts on the game. I picked the Vikings to win. I didn't think they would stink the joint up like this. I picked them to win. They've been good all season. One of the biggest moments for me watching the Vikings this year, and I watched a few Vikings games, was because I'm a Sam Darnold fan. Played for the Panthers, and I rooted for Darnold, and I defended Darnold against Stephen A. Smith when Stephen A. dismissed him, and now I'm eating crow. So, again, I love the fact that Minnesota started this season 5-0. They were 5-0 to start the season, and then they went on to lose 2 straight games. They lost to Detroit on a Sunday. They played that Thursday night and lost to the team that just beat them, the Rams. So they lost to the Rams twice this season. And you kind of looked at the Vikings and thought, okay, they're coming back to earth. They're coming down to earth. They're not. No one really had any expectations for them. They're not really a good team. Like, they're not that good of a team, but they got talent, so they can be competitive for a wild card spot. But they probably ain't gonna make no noise like that. But they followed that up with what, 9 straight wins before losing to Detroit to end the season, fighting for the 1 seed. So I'm thinking, oh, this is a real team. It's just Detroit is just that much better. Detroit is clearly the better team. But then this game happened. And you saw those jitters. You saw just how intimidating the LA Rams were, even with everything the Rams going through in LA with the fires and things like that. They still came to play to rep for the city because of, everything that's going on. And this game, of course, did take place in Arizona. They had to move the game. I think they announced it last Thursday that they were moving it to Arizona. And the Rams showed up. Of course, Arizona is a place that the Rams play every year. This time twice this year, with them being in the same division as the Cardinals. So they played in this stadium twice this year. But again, kudos to the Rams. Didn't expect the Vikings to stink the joint up like that. I really thought they were better than what they showed. And when you do look at the 14 wins, for me, I'm not a Vikings fan, but I can look at it and say it was all for nothing. I know Vikings fans are probably like, oh, well, we got J.J. McCarthy. And you got to think about that, too. J.J. McCarthy and the trade rumors and things like that. And he's most likely not going anywhere after what Sam Darnold did here tonight, or what he didn't do here tonight. So J.J. McCarthy is pretty much safe in terms of being the Vikings quarterback. He was injured this year, drafted out of Michigan, won a national championship, but he's I would say that he's safe. And I think that Sam Darnold will be the one who is up out of here. I think he played his last game for the Vikings. Like I said, he'll get a job somewhere. 4,000 yards, about 35 touchdowns, Pro Bowl. So he's just not going to get the bag that he could have gotten had he not stunk up the joint too long. But the Rams showed that they can compete. They can compete. And next week they are going to Philadelphia as we go to the schedule. We're not going to do predictions right now because I got a guest I got coming on this week. I got a guest this week that hopefully I can get on, and that's the plan. So we're going to save our predictions for that show, and this guest is a Texas native, Houston, but live in Detroit, and also excited for the Lions. So we're going to try to bring them on and talk about, the Texans and the Lions, and just do some predictions for the games. But these are the divisional matchups right here. Again, the Rams advancing to play the Eagles, but this Saturday is going to be kicked off with the Texans at the Chiefs, and Kansas City is open up as big favorites at home, 7.5. And then you got the Commanders. Can they hang? Can they hang with the big boys? They play at Detroit, and Detroit has opened up as, I checked yesterday, it was like 9, but The line has gone down to 8.5. What do you guys think about these games? And so they putting this one on ESPN. Again, ESPN ain't known for good playoff games. Y'all let me know which playoff game ESPN has had that y'all remember was being a classic. And then you got these Rams that we just saw dominate the Vikings. Are they going to bring that same fight to Philadelphia in Philly at noon here Pacific time and 3 p.m. East Coast time? And the Eagles will open up as 6-point favorites. So big lines right here for the first three. And of course, you see Baltimore at Buffalo, the biggest game of Wild Card Weekend. And that's how we're going to end it on not Wild Card Weekend, but the divisional round. This is how we're going to end it, rightfully so. The two MVP front runners squaring off against each other. Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen. Of course, they met earlier in the season, way earlier in like week 4, where the Bills fell at home. No, it was in Baltimore. In Baltimore, 35-10. Again, Josh Allen had no touchdowns and Lamar had 3 touchdowns. And as you can see, Baltimore is a 1-point favorite, and Buffalo, this opened up as Buffalo being a 1-point favorite, but now it has swung over here at home. And even if, Buffalo were a 1-point favorite at home, it still technically favors Baltimore because you're the home team and you can't even get 3 points. So yeah, Baltimore is the favorite in this game. Again, these are our wild card weekend matchups. We're going to end it there. Let me know what you guys thought about this Rams-Vikings game. Sam Darnold's future. Comment in there what you guys think about that. Fumbled the bag. Where do you see Sam Darnold ending up next year? Does he stay in Minnesota? I don't think so. Where does he go? And can the Rams upset the Eagles? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Blow it up, and be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, we're trying to reach our goal by getting to 1,800 by Wednesday. I believe we can do it. I believe in you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out, and we will see you soon. Peace.
Hear me out. Here we go with the Reed Report. Bring it to you live. On time. Bring it to you live.